Hello everyone. So this is the demo for the vertical data split action rule generation method. So the code is present for this method is present in the Dropbox in ITCS 6880-2020 fall folder, and under that the underscore data distribution method for scalable action mining underscore paper, and inside that you have another folder called underscore vertical split underscore code underscore data distribution. So once you reach that folder, you can find this new Spark Action v4 folder. So this contains the code for the vertical data split method. So I'll open the readme file and go over the steps for you. So in this project folder, it has driver.scala file. So this file, it will have a line called new method sc comma args 0 1 2 and 3. So first you need to uncomment this line. This line will be commented in that file, so you need to uncomment this line, and then you have to run by right clicking on the driver.scala file and then selecting run configurations and providing the arguments in the following order. So here the data is basically split vertically. So the first half we'll provide the attributes file location, and then the for the part 1 we give the parameters location and then the data location, and then this is the output folder location. So this automatically once we give the name, the folder gets generated when the code executes. So this the fifth argument that needs to be passed, we need to create this output folder inside the wherever we want to save like have this. So next we need to check, so once we execute this, you can find the action rules generated in this folder, and also another folder called final output will be generated with the action rules that have the support and the confidence value that we have mentioned in the parameters file. So once we execute this with the part 1 of the data, we execute this with the second half of the vertical data split, and then finally the action rules are generated for this too. So I'll show you the demo on how to execute this. So this is the driver.scala method. So inside this line will be commented in the folder, so you need to uncomment this line, and it needs 4 arguments to be passed here, but when you just give the 4 arguments, you will get an error. So 5 arguments need to be passed in order to execute this properly. So first, so this is how you execute the code. Right click on the driver.scala, run configurations, and then pass on the arguments. So in the arguments, we pass the attributes file, part 1 attributes file, part 1 parameters file, and the part 1 data file, and then this is the output folder where the intermediate action rules get generated. And this one is in order to properly execute the code, we create this folder and give its location as an argument. So I'll show where each of these files are located. So inside this data folder, inside this nps data, you have 30_35 folder. So inside that, the 30_35 part 1 attributes.txt, part 1 parameters.txt, and then 30_35 part 1.csv. so this is the data file. So the arguments, in the arguments you need to provide the location for these 3, and then we need to create the so I showed you the output folders, right? So these 2 folders, so this one will get automatically generated once you execute the code, but this one we need to create this folder. So inside the new Spark action v4, I'll create this folder. So new folder. Okay, so this folder is now created. So this location is what is given as one of the arguments. So I'll execute this code now. And also so there will be a new folder that will get generated once the code gets executed. That's called the final output folder. So that is mentioned here. So here the action rules save it as a text file, and then the name is given as final output. So the first time you execute with the part one of the data, it will be saved in final output. So I'll execute the code now. So run as, since I've already set the arguments, Scala application. So now the code is getting executed. So since this is an iterative method, you can see in the console the different number of iterations that's going on. So it will take few minutes for this code to completely get executed. So after some time the code gets executed. So I'll refresh this entire project folder and we'll see the outputs that got generated. So as I mentioned, this folder that we gave as the fourth argument, it has the intermediate action rules generated, and then another folder called final output gets generated with the proper action rules. So I'll explain the first action rule. The first action rule says that when the benchmark parts availability, it changes from 3 to 9 and the promoter status changes from retractor to promoter. This has the support of 3 and confidence of 60 point something percentage. So we have mentioned the minimum support and confidence values for the action rules in the parameters folder. So inside this data folder and the nps data folder under the 30_35 folder, the parameters 1.txt. So here the parameters, the promoter status is given as a decision attribute, and we want it to be changed from retractor to promoter, and we have given the minimum support value and the confidence value as 2 and 60. If you see that the action rules are not getting generated and it's empty in your folder, then try changing these support and confidence values to some minimum values so that you can get the output. So this is the attributes, part 1 attributes file. It contains these 12 attributes. So now once the part 1 execution is complete, we execute the code with part 2 data. So for that you need to again right click, run as, run configurations. So in the arguments we need to pass the part 2 attributes, part 2 parameters, and then the part 2 data, and then so this A1, I'll change it to B1. You can give any name. So this one as B2. So as I mentioned before for the previous execution, this one it will automatically get generated once the code executes. This folder we need to create inside this new Spark Action v4 project. So I'll just apply for now and close this. So I'll create the folder 30_35 30_35 B2 folder. Since we already have a file called final output, we need to change in the code the save as text file as final output underscore any other name. So I'll give it as _01. Only then the code will execute properly, otherwise you will get an error saying the folder final output already exists. So save this. So the part 2 data file is here, and the part 2 attributes file, it contains the following 12 attributes, and then the parameters file, it says the promoter status as the so here the destination attribute is the promoters at promoters status, and then we want the detractor to be changed to promoter. So the minimum support and confidence is given as 2 and 60 like the previous like we did for the previous data. So I'll execute this code now. So I'll right click, run as Scala application. So the code is getting executed now. It will take some time for the action rules to be generated. Now the execution is complete. So I'll refresh this project folder and show you the intermediate action rules as well as the final output. So the 30_35 B1 file, it contains the intermediate action rules inside it, and then the final output _01 folder, it contains the action rules with the support and confidence values, minimum support and confident values. So the action rules that meet the minimum confidence and support values are present inside this. So I'll explain the first action rule. So the first action rule says when the benchmark all likelihood to be repeat customer, when the value changes from 1 to 9, then the promoter status changes from detractor to promoter. So this rule has the support of 5 and confidence of 83.8%. So this is how we execute the vertical data split method. Thank you.